Alright, hello. Welcome back, folks. Rob here. Hey there, Young. Favorite character, huh? Yeah. Let's see if I can enable camera real quick. Yeah, we are gonna be drawing a funny character tonight. Hello. Alright. Not sure I want to fix it to this angle, but I might have to adjust it later on. So we're gonna be booting up Scribble. It's been a while. Apparently last time I put this up was back in June, but I don't think I did any art in June, so let's see what where I last left off on this. Apparently there's another art contest. Jungle seems to be the theme. I feel like the developers of Scribble has been doing art contests for the Scribble community. Alright, so we're back to this thing again. I would click on the event thumbnail, but I'm sure there's going to be some artwork that is, you know, not so safe for work. See some nice ones already, though. Alright. Now, I don't want to scroll down too much, but let me check to see where we last left off. So we did work on the Korok drawing last time, and this is how it ended up. So yeah, there's a group of Koroks that we drew last time in June, and I've been meaning to turn this into a speed art video, and you know, time lapse speed art video, which has been a while. I haven't you know, done any of that or upload in a while. Last one being the link drawing, so I think that was like sometime back in May or something like that when Tears of the Kingdom came out. But yeah, I have to put this into a video form, time lapse. But yeah, I think today we're gonna be starting a new drawing. We're well into September now, at least the first week of September, and yeah, craving to draw some new characters. So gonna be another piece of fan art, of course, Zelda inspired. So let's step into creative mode. I think tonight I decided to draw Hestu from the more recent Zelda games. So yeah, this is Scribble. This is normally a online Pictionary game, but they do have an art or free drawing mode that I like to use to do the drawings. And we're drawing with a mouse. You can see here's my regular wired mouse. It's an old Microsoft one from like 20 years ago. And then we have two dialogues here, or two options. We can create new art, which is what we're going to do, and then open previous works to further edit, but we're just going to go to a brand new one. Alright, so it doesn't seem like much has changed, at least from what I can tell. Hestu the Korok would be the title for this one. Should I name it as Zelda? I don't know. Or the Legend of Zelda series or something. I think I'll just leave it at that. Hestu. So here's how the layout looks like, or the canvas. How do you call this thing? I forgot how I ordered it. But simple tools, basic tools. You get your brush, eraser, paint fill bucket, simple shapes, line tool. And then on the right side you have the color wheel, preset colors, transparency bar, eyedropper here, and then 3 different brush sizes, but you can also increase and decrease the brush sizes by scrolling the mouse wheel, like so. Which is what I tend to do a lot. I try to keep it like small, thin size. I'm not sure if they would ever update it, but I don't know, to maybe have like a smaller brush size. But undo, redo, and then clear to clear the image, and then there's a save button, and then there's a share at the top, and that's about it. I can go to options to like set the the app to go full screen, 1080p and stuff, set the resolution and all that, but will be fun. There's also a little chat window, chat box at the bottom here, so you can actually invite other players to collab on this canvas if they choose to. But we'll just like solo through this as we tend to do. Hello Hyrule. I'll just say that for now. Got some Studio Ghibli inspired tunes. It's a little cover I made of Spirited Away. Let that play for a little bit. You've been told it reminds you of Hestu. Oh, nice. Made him dance like him. Nice. Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a few you know, not safe for work drawings that would be submitted, and it's up to like people that, you know, use this program a lot to report it. But you know, all right. Let me see if I can move this real quick, just so I can just show the color palette. Or let me see, disable. Yeah, so there's a little color palette there, preset colors, but I find that to be a good spot for the camera. Let's see, I can adjust this real quick. A little bit closer. So this will all be archived, live streaming and archived, and later edited to time lapse if I feel up to it. Let's see. What else here? It's been a while since I've done like an art stream, so we're back at it. I do have a time lapse, but I think I'll just bring out the this little slideshow here at the bottom, down there. Whoop. Oh yeah, today also happens to be Colorblind Awareness Day, by the way. I don't know if other folks are aware, but yeah. All right, let's start with like a solid green. Not sure what I want to use as a background. So I've also got my Switch open and I took screenshots. I think I mentioned it a couple times before, but I did finally get to meet Hestu in the game for Teeth of the Kingdom. And I took a couple of screenshots. This was back in, let me see. I took a couple of screenshots here, looking through the Switch gallery. But here is one of the screenshots. There's a second screenshot. Yeah, so I'm gonna, yeah, this is the character that I want to draw. So this big guy here. He's got the maracas. Shalaka? Shalaka. Yeah, I finally met him. He finally arrived over at Lookout Landing, so I was pretty surprised when I saw him. He did the dance and everything, and that's where I remembered. That's where I was able to upgrade, not upgrade, but I think you can upgrade too. But you can increase the amount of weapon slots, the swords, the bows, and the shields. Yeah. So now coming into the drawing, this will be a reminder for me to go back and talk to this guy, Hestu, and then, you know, remind myself to get some upgrades or, you know, increase my weapon slots and stuff. So yeah, gonna be drawing this guy. So I only have like this as a reference, so these two screenshots. I know he would do a dance, and then he has the maracas, you know, held out and stuff. So I'm trying to think of a good background for this. I'll try to darken it. I'll do like a dark background because I feel like he would stand out from this dark background. So let's Let's do like a low transparency, and let's see how this looks. Okay. Normally, these drawings that I do in Scribble, they tend to have like a sort of vignette sort of background. I guess for me it's easier that way. But having a good like green, I think for the background for this guy would match well. I guess a lot of things would be would match well with the Zelda franchise, or any characters within the Zelda series. Just thinking, you hate the color wheel, yeah. Yeah. So which colors that would you have trouble with? Would it be red and green, I think, if I recall correctly. I know like two pair of colors, but I sometimes just like bring back to like Christmas or something, because you know, those would be the two colors that would be distinguishable or not distinguishable for some folks, which is why some games would have like a colorblind mode, and for me, I would see the colors differently than normally. So there'll be like a lot of blues, I think, and a different shade of blue and green, I think. Because one of my other friends would play League of Legends in colorblind mode, because you know, he would also, and I was questioning him like, "Whoa, I've never seen the game in this color before." And then he showed me that, oh yeah, this game is being played in colorblind mode, and that's how I knew. I was like, wow, didn't know the game had that option. But that was a long time ago, though. Not sure. Confuse all colors at some point. Red, green, brown, blue, purple, yellow, and orange. Okay. Even confuse hot pink with light blue. Interesting. Hot pink, huh? I know that if like I think of like black and white photos, like photography. In photography, if you shoot like a photo and develop it, and this is something I discovered back in high school, that like if someone were to wear red, like if they have like a red shirt on, or like a red scarf or something, red seems to be like the dark color for some reason. Like it turns out to be a dark color. It will appear as like a dark, you know, within that black and white. When you develop that photo, the red is the dark part of the area of that image. Compared to like something like yellow or something, yellow would appear more like brighter colored, like a lighter color, sort of black and white gray. But red would be like the darker gray. You know, when it comes to like a black and white photo. But yeah, it's strange that it, you know, like some would think like red would be a bright color, but like a different kind of bright, you know, like a more saturated color. But in terms of like the depth, I think red is like the deeper. I think deeper is the more descriptive term for it, like the deeper of color compared to other colors. Okay. Here we got our little vignette. I tend to keep it like messy, a sort of messy vignette. Nothing too fancy. But I tend to maybe add grass or something. We'll see. Sometimes wish you project how you see the world. Yeah. I think one recent film that I watched or I guess from a few years ago. It was called A Dog's Life. I think it's called A Dog's Life. Yeah, it's A Dog's Life. And then they would show, the majority of the film would be POV of this dog that would go through life and death, and then, you know, lives into another, as another dog, I think. Like the soul of the dog. Like you see through the eyes of the dog too. And it would become like multiple dogs, you know. The soul of that dog would go through multiple dogs in that lifetime, or multiple lives. And for some reason, I think they show that film in color rather than, you know, how dogs would see the world normally. But yeah, that was like the one film that I watched recently that sort of portrayed that sort of thing. Other than that, I think of another example, like an episode of Rugrats, the old Rugrats cartoon on Nickelodeon, where Spike, I think we see the world through the eyes of Spike. That was pretty neat, where it goes into first person, or, you know, their POV. Okay, let's save that. Maybe the sound is coming through fine. Whoop. Double check here. Okay. Alright, so app is definitely sounding. I also want to queue up some Zelda. So I was thinking either I do Hestu tonight or I do something Mario related, because I do have another idea of what to draw. And the other one would be, I think I'll save the next drawing for when we get closer to like Super Mario Wonder, because definitely want to draw something from Super Mario Brothers Wonder, which is the upcoming game from that's within the Super Mario Brothers universe. Alright, let's see. Hestu. So this guy would have, let me see if I can find a good color for this guy. Ooh, this one's a little too bright. I guess we'll work with it. Kind of want to give this guy a good shape and a good pose. Also, coming back to this, I have to think of how I can fit the character in the frame, or else I probably won't have room for the entire body. Yeah, I've got some ideas for the next drawing, but you have to wait until we get closer. I think it comes out on October, right? October, not September. Pretty excited for that game, but I'll have to think whether or not I want to pick it up on launch, because I know once holiday season arrives, I know that game is going to go on sale, or at least would be bundled with another game, like a buy two get one free or something. Not BOGO deal, but like maybe buy one get one half off, because that's what they usually do for, like, you know, during like around Black Friday and stuff. So I do expect another sale for the Switch. And now seeing that they've announced some more colors of Switch Lite in that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe bundle, which is you know, that's gonna garner a lot of sales for the Switch this this holiday, I bet. All right, gonna try and sketch this guy. Try and see if I can find get him a good pose. He does have like a little, like a big green leaf that sort of appears like his mustache or beard, I guess. Then his nose would be pointing out this way. He does have like a shoulder strap for his bag. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I think we got the right pose. Yeah, I definitely want to make all these characters, each of these drawings, I want to have them to have like a dynamic pose. You know, something that's like, you know, slightly actiony, but you know, just fun. I want to keep these poses to, you know, look more interesting and not just like, you know, standing forward and facing forward and that's about it. I want them to, you know, always have a little bit of personality, something that shows off their personality and stuff. So we'll let this guy like hold out his maracas. Yeah, with a mouse, yeah. I feel like it's my duty to keep at it. Cause I don't know. I don't feel like many others would also you know, give it a try, or at least maybe they just can't do it, you know. I've heard stories from others that, wow, you know, why is it so tough to use a mouse and stuff? Because it is tough. But I think with a lot of practice, you definitely would get better at it. Because I think for me, you know, ever since like 1999, I mean, we've been using like the mouse like day after day. And that's when we started owning computers at home. I mean, we had computers in school and stuff, but like the only time we can use it is during like computer class. So it would be like, I don't know, like on a Thursday back in middle school. So Thursday would be like our computer class day. And then we get to like, you know, go to computer lab and use the computer. Or at least, you know, learn how to surf the web and stuff. That's what they taught us back in middle school. And I guess elementary would have computer lab too. Yeah. Yeah. Elementary we had a computer lab. So we started out with like Macintosh, like the old Macintosh. So that was like back in 1993. And that was also like once a week thing, I think. And just learn how to use like word processing, and I think at one point we would type a letter to like our favorite president or something like that. And then I would choose like Abraham Lincoln. And I think we used one of the drawing programs in that on that Macintosh. I don't know. I remember what it was. It was also Netscape. Learn how to open up a web page for the first time. But yeah, once we moved into middle school, it was all PCs from there, Windows PCs. And then we learned how to print out page using the printer. Learn how to use the printer, and then we print out whatever images, and then we use that image to iron the image onto our shirt. So we made like custom made shirts, and then we had to use like vinegar to like solidify the print. So that was pretty neat. And I mentioned this last week, I think, as I was playing Excitebike 64, because someone in that class, that same computer class, was a fan of Excitebike on the NES, and they printed out in like a screenshot of like Excitebike, and then placed it on their shirt. So that was their own custom made Excitebike shirt, which is pretty cool. I forgot what shirt that I printed. I think I wanted to get like an image of a character. It might have been Guyver, because I was a big fan of Guyver back then. Like that was like 96, 95, 96. Yeah, I was a big Guyver fan by then. Sho Fukumachi. I had long sideburns that time, and I was known for it. I was known for that long sideburns. My friend Vanna, he was always complimenting on the sideburns. And he always reminds me of it too. Like later on, as we got older, it's like he's always reminding me of that. I was like, wow, I forgot about that. Elementary, you would play Mario game that taught you how to type. Oh wow. For us, like during break, once we finished our classwork, we got to play. We would ask the teacher whether you know, if we could play Tetris on the classroom computer. So we had Tetris, we had Oregon Trail, and I forgot what else. But those were the two main games that were installed. And then yeah, there would be some days where it's like a very quiet, you know, school day, and I just remember, like, you know, some would finish their work early enough and then just hop onto the computer, play Tetris, and yeah, and then we would take turns on that computer. So by the end of that test or whatever, you know, there would be like a line of people just waiting to play Tetris. Just huddling around that computer. Man, those are the times. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, so maracas, right? Man, I feel like if I keep it to this sort of a angle, I feel like it would have room on the side or something, but I don't know, maybe I can add like a couple more Koroks or something. Maybe small Koroks. I don't know what else. Let's see. Yeah, Oregon Trail. Yeah, we have the We got the old Oregon Trail. Yeah, we had 2 computer labs. There was one computer lab that was downstairs, like I think actually it was like around like floor 1, like the first floor. And then on the second floor of that school, that computer lab would have the iMacs, which was fresh at that time. Brand new iMacs, and I think we did research on that, and then we also played around with the art program in that. And that's about it, I think, from what I remember. I just remember drawing a tree, like back in like 97, towards the end of 1997, on that iMac. And those are the iMacs that had like color, as seen in the Mandy Moore music video, Candy. The old, like I think Mandy Moore's first single or something like that. Yeah, that same iMac. It's back when tech was all in color or translucent. Okay. I think I should do like a light coloring here. This whole body should be like sort of like ivory colored. This guy does have some markings on his body. It's just like waves, wave lines. Yeah, on those iMacs, I remember it's like a couple other classmates. We were big fans of like Japanese animation in general, and we would look up like Dragon Ball Z images, anything by Akira Toriyama. And then and just before like the whole Pokemon craze started happening, and this is back in like 97, 98, like me and one other classmate were looking up like Pokemon images before anyone else knew about the Pokemon, because we saw the news the night before of you know, a kid going into, you know, seizure after, you know, watching an episode of Pokemon or Pocket Monsters. Yeah, it was that same time where we saw the news, that particular news on Fox News. And then the next day we just like searched up Pokemon images. Whoa. Because they mentioned that, you know, that show is going to be heading to America soon. And so, yeah, we were prepared for it. We had like first dibs. And that's how we found out about that. Like, there's like not many sources that we could read about, you know, upcoming shows that would arrive to American networks. Unless we've seen the commercials for them or something, but whereas for Pokemon, it was not, you know, you know, we were anticipating it because we saw a bit of it on the news. And then towards the end of that, it was like, oh yeah, heading to network, US networks on this date or whatever. But yeah, I remember having to draw like images of Pikachu for like classmates and stuff before the show even started airing. Wow. And then like I remember the faces of some of those classmates and how they're like, they're like a bit confused at first, like, oh, what is this? You know, they're curious to see what kind of creature that is, you know. And then like a couple people were asking for like a Pikachu drawing, and they don't even know what it was. They just wanted a drawing from me. But then that's how I made money. It's just that, you know, I just do like these custom drawings, and it's mostly like Japanese animation, and a lot of Dragon Ball Z characters, some Sailor Moon stuff, some Tenchi Muyo, and then a little later a little bit of Pokemon, and that's how I made money. I would sell my drawings. But they were done in like pencil, and sometimes I would color them in with pencil crayons, and some would just be in like ink and pen, and that'll be it. Oh yeah, and also K-pop stars. They were like folks that requested like K-pop stars, so I had to like get myself to like drawing live action, or you know, getting into portraits, you know, drawing portraits and stuff. So a lot of the skills developed from there, from doing like K-pop and Thai-pop drawings of you know, of those stars. And still have some of those drawings like archived. One of these days we'll have to like do like a video or maybe even a stream to bring back some of those old drawings. Because I still have like some of those sketchbooks from way back when, and the one thing I didn't get to do is that I kind of wish that I did was like mark the dates for them, or even the year. But I learned it a little later, like once I get into high school, like from another artist, like a local artist who does like art professionally and stuff. He does both like traditional and digital computer graphics and stuff. And he told me that, oh yeah, I should sign the drawings and also date them, either at the year or, you know, the exact date or something, so that, you know, in the future when you look back at them, you know when you did them, and then you see the evolution of how your skill has evolved over time within that, you know, within that time frame and stuff. But then I would know it by memory, that you know, how good I was. And yeah, and even back in like elementary into middle school, it was just, man, I don't know how to word it, but I kind of wish I don't know, I'd done more. I think that's the only thing, like, I wish I had done more. Because a lot of the drawings I don't really finish. It will be like a drawing of, like, I don't know, Robin from like Batman and Robin, or Batman Forever, the actor from the movie, because I was watching Batman at that time. So whichever year that was, the one with Kiss from a Rose. So Batman Forever with Val Kilmer, Chris O'Donnell. But yeah, I drew that Robin. Like, it's just only his face and not the entire body. It's just his face and only his face. That's it. So I was a sort of a fan of Robin at the time. And yeah, I just never like really finished that drawing, and just, I don't know, just, to me at that time it was just like, they're just sketches and drawings or doodles. They're not like entirely, they're not always finished, you know? And there'll be some that I intend to finish and some that I do finish, but it's only if I, you know, really, you know, get into it and, you know, intend to finish. But yeah, there will be like some drawings back then, some Sailor Moon related ones that I would do with the entire body and background. Sometimes I would have the background in, and then also colored in. But then they would be sold off, you know, fully colored and stuff. Sometimes given as a gift too, but that's about it. Well, man, I remember this one time where we had like the homeroom decoration for the doors. We had to design like something holiday related for the homeroom doors, and then there would be a contest that would rate each door. And I think our door won one year, because I did a Pokemon one. I think it was like 1998 or 1999. I did a Pokemon related one. I think it was shortly after Pokemon already started airing on TV, and it was like a Christmas. It's around Christmas, either 98 or 99, and I did a Brock and Ash surrounding a Christmas tree, and that the bulbs on the Christmas tree are the shape of Pokeballs. So that was my idea, and I did that entire thing myself too. Like, it's a big door size drawing, you know, big piece of paper we just hung onto the door, and I did the entire thing. And so yeah, our room got voted, and then I think we got like a gift card for that. So it was shared among the class. So that was pretty neat. I used that to buy like N64 game or something like that. It's like Toys R Us gift card. So that was pretty neat. Oh yeah, and also that not only after that, you know, after the contest was over and stuff, and the winner was announced, there was someone else from a different classroom, and my homeroom teacher told me this too. Like, they asked me, oh yeah, there's another person that that wanted to keep that drawing, and then he asked me about it, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, fine, they can keep it, because they wanted that. I guess they like that Pokemon drawing. Yeah, it was like Brock, Ash, and then Pikachu. I think Pikachu was on another part of the image, and yeah, and then the bulbs would be the shape of Pokemon, or Pokeballs, I mean. Yeah, that was like a holiday memory from way back when. Okay, so this one has a nose. Yeah, Pokemon was pretty big back then. And so was NSYNC. There was a girl in our homeroom. She was a big fan of NSYNC. She had 2 of their CDs, and she brought them to school to listen to. So we had the music room as our homeroom. So each morning, like, anyone or any of the classmates could bring like a cassette tape in or a CD, and then they could play, you know, whatever album, and you know, share the music with the class and stuff before you know, the academic classes start. So that was pretty neat. I would bring in like some old cassette tapes that I owned at the time. Mostly type pop music though. But yeah, no one would understand like the language, but we were just listening to it as, you know, to pass the time for a little bit. We still have some of those tapes. Ba ba ba. Looks like his leg also has swirly color. Ba, ba, ba. Man, I always think of that homeroom whenever I think back at a particular issue of In America, which was this old magazine that I would collect, I would read and subscribe to. Not really subscribe, but I would buy each issue of In America whenever I visit Suncoast Video, the old store that was in the mall, and they would be focused on movies and stuff, VHS tapes and DVDs, but they would also have like a Japanese animation aisle that I would check in a lot to read the latest issue of In America, and then I would purchase each of those issues, which in hindsight is like I feel like I should have just subscribed instead, so I can just pay less. And there would be like an art section in In America mag, just like how they have, you know, GamePro would have like an art section where, you know, people would send like fan art, which is always cool to see. It's always cool to see, you know, what others have submitted as fan art. I always hope like one day I would, you know, if I were to get older, I would send one to one of these magazines. And then now, it's like, where are these magazines? They no longer exist. I feel like, you know, barely anyone reads magazines anymore since, you know, the advent of the internet. So I think by 2000, more homes started having you know, home computers and stuff, and having access to the internet. And then all of a sudden, you know, all those AOL discs that we sent through the mail, and then they would just stop sending through the mail because no one really uses America Online anymore. I'm sure there's gotta be some folks out there that still do or something. And who knows? Because we don't get those discs in the mail anymore. 5,000 hours free. Oh man, I remember we had a whole lot of those discs. Just use them as coasters. All right, let's get his beard. I don't know if the switch. Oh yeah, there you go. You can zoom in on the image. Try and get a good look at how the leaf looks like. Seems to have like its own pattern too. Let's make sure this is showing at the bottom there. Yep. Man, today it's been very warm. We're dealing with like 90-degree Fahrenheit weather. And man, it's been like sweaty all day. Just had to keep the AC on, I guess. Periodically I would like turn off and on as I normally do. Got one of those old ACs where it's not adjustable. I mean, it's adjustable, but like it's not how the more modern ACs are like, where you just set a number and it would just auto adjust to that. But we can turn the dial accordingly. It's just that the sound would be a little loud, I think. Oh, get some Zelda tunes. Oh man, I can't wait till Friday we get back to Ocarina. I'm trying to think of like another Wii game for this day. Whether or not I do like a game, or maybe finally get back to doing art again. So I decided to go with art. Alright, so we also got maracas. Mama. So we got the save. Yeah, this will be like a simple drawing. I'll probably be able to finish this tonight. We'll see. Hmm. Reverse that. Oh right, I also did watch the teaser trailer for the new Studio Ghibli film, Miyazaki film, and yeah, it looks fantastic. The Boy and the Heron, which will likely be another of his last films, at least for the next decade. It has been 10 years since The Wind Rises, so... And he hasn't done a film since. And this will be his latest one, possibly his last one, again, before he goes back into retirement. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, it looks fantastic. It's got like elements of like Ghibli films that he's done. So I can't wait to see it. G-Kids is, you know, naturally just promoting it over here for the West, as they do in the past. They do handle the licenses for the Ghibli films, I think, now. Like a lot of their Blu-ray releases that they put out in the West has been very good, very on par with the Disney releases. So this guy does have a bag. Let's make sure it's like the right size and stuff. I feel like his bag is important because, you know, he would provide the inventory or the weapon increase for Link. And, you know, I just remember that he would have to trade in the Korok seeds for these, so next time I hop into Tears of the Kingdom, I will have to like head back to Lookout Landing and then do that upgrade. I knew it was something to do with like Lookout Landing, but I just haven't been there. Been back there in a while. So yeah, I definitely want to upgrade the weapon slots for sure. I forgot how many seeds we need to upgrade the next one. They do increase over time though, just to get like one extra slot. So I guess we'll find out once we get there. Wow. Now just seeing it's got a notification that Sunsoft has also went live. Sunsoft is the old Japanese game company. They've become more active now, and they're streaming. They got their own Twitch channel now. I love some of their old games that they've released in the past and now continue to release. They're making some of their old Famicom games, releasing over to the West, remaking them, and also, you know, enhancing them for the modern systems, which is pretty neat. I think Gimmick is a recent one that they put out. It's an old Famicom game, but it's been like remastered or re-enhanced for the modern systems, including Switch, I think. Okay. I feel like this should be a little bit more darker. Whoa. A little too dark there. So we cannot zoom, It's kind of like just imagine MS Paint, but even more simpler than that. So you can't zoom in. MS Paint, you can zoom in. Bum, 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 bum. Let's color this entire thing, make it darker. Let's even add a buckle. Dark brown. Oh, we got his bag. Man, this drawing's like turning out a little bit faster than I thought would come out. Alright, let's get his maracas in. Maracas are reddish. Ooh, that's a very bright red. Bum, bum, bum. Kind of look like mushrooms. Seems like the maracas are like balloon shaped, like hot air balloon shaped. So they have like a slight curve at the bottom or the middle part. Attaches to the handle. Oh, I feel like I should have added the shalaka. Yeah, shalaka as the the stream title. Or just hashtag shalaka. I think that would be pretty. I think once we get into the special effects, like the fairy dust or whatever, and that's when it's gonna really start glowing. I think we'll probably spend more time on all the special effects than what we just did here, but we'll see. I do intend on maybe going for at least another hour. And I guess in the meantime we'll just like hang out. Art scenes are usually chill sessions, jam to whatever. I feel like I could pop in some of the old CDs, which I had it over here, right by the NCD4, but had to. Oh yeah, I see them now. I had to move this stack of CDs to a different place so that I have more room or space here. But yeah, I got the old Ocarina of Time soundtrack CD for being a Nintendo Power subscriber. Some Tenchi Muyo CDs, Mortal Kombat. I think well, I guess we can listen to the Ocarina soundtrack. But... Let's make this one like a bigger shape one. That way it look more like it's like poking at us. Without enough detail, it almost looked like he's holding tennis rackets, or the table tennis. Wow, wow. I'm definitely gonna give him like that, the leafy hair. Have to already add more patterns to the maracas. The maracas kind of look like the Katamari balls. you had like thinking 3D for to get these patterns right. It's like a little bulge up at the tip there. It's like a little bulb. Little bulb. There we go. I think that's the right size. Not sure if the handles would be like a different color or anything. I think giving it like shade would help indicate the 3D-ness of it. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, so markers do have some tan to them, or like a beige color, ivory. Under each of the circles, and then there'd be like a little ring at the center of each circle there. I gotta do that for this one too. Bum bum. I'm not sure about the top though. The top, I think it has like a thin ring. And then the dark part would be at the center. Oh, okay, I see another one of the other screenshots that I looked at. The handles have like a swirly pattern just like their bodies. So it's like a red and another shade of red. Let's go a little bit darker. So the top part of this maraca seems to be darker colored. Get the maracas down. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, it's such a lighter color than I wanted it to be. Hmm. Yeah, it's like a grayish yellow. It's like yellowish gray. Hmm. Bam, 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 bam. Wow, 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 wow. I feel like this part should be completely this color. Or at least extended a little more. So this top part is also grayed. Maybe some angles where we see certain patterns on his, parts of his body, but other angles is like the same swirly pattern that was there in the previous angle is no longer there. It's like they have a way of like organically changing the patterns on their bodies or something. Alright. I feel like I could make his foot like this, because the swirly part would like slide downward. So making this color would make sense. He seems to have like a flat foot there, whereas if he were to lift his foot up, it would be pointed at the end. So like this one here should be a little more. Shape. He should have like a very like bulgy body. I feel like it would either be Hestu or, and if anyone who has watched the Super Mario Brothers Wonder trailers and or direct, you would see another big character there. Or at least like a new power-up that would make them appear large. I was thinking to draw that, but I'll save it for maybe next week or something. Well, looks like my connection. Hopefully my connection is staying put. I just saw the chat just reload there just now. Double check here. Yep. Only about like an hour and a half in. Now just adding more details. Now I gotta figure out, save this here. Alright, I'm gonna type in adding hair. The broccoli hair. Spell broccoli. Yeah, it does have some more markings on the eyebrow parts. I may have to go back and add the lines, patterns for the leaf here, its beard. Oh man. This reminds me, I still have to play Wind Waker again. The Wind Waker replay. It's been a good 10 years since I last played it. Exactly 10 years, I feel. Like somewhere around August or September. And now that we're in September, it's like, well, I should definitely get back on it ASAP. Like that was another idea. I could bring it back for Wednesday. I want to get at least maybe one drawing in before we dive into the Wind Waker again. I'm not sure if I'm lining this up correctly with the top part here. This part of the song reminds me of a different song, an old type pop song that I used to hear from J.R. Roy. It was I think like a pop ballad that they had for the X-Venger album, compilation album. I think the track title was called Matamai. Matamai. It's got a similar structure, almost. Like I could probably fit the vocals onto this track here, and it probably would still match and fit in. But the chorus part of the Matamai song, sounds a lot like the melody in this one. It's from the RS label. Do 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 do. Right, so his eyebrows have been refined. Let's get some more adjustments in here. We'll definitely have to add more shadows and lighting. Probably do that a little after. Let's get some of that beard in. Starting to get sweaty again. I think the temperature has probably dropped down to like low 80s by now, but even then it's like still pretty warm. Hey there, Robotic. Yep, we are back. Back in action. Hope you're doing alright. Have you figured out who you want to mod? Yeah, we're drawing Hestu, the Korok, which I've discovered in Tears of the Kingdom. I'm using screenshots from the game as my reference. Yeah, I can zoom in a little bit, and that's about it. It's as close as I can zoom in. Just bounces back to that size. There you go. It's like a 720 size screenshot on the Switch. Yeah. I gotta hold it in one hand and then I gotta click the draw in the other hand. Yeah, today also happens to be Colorblind Awareness Day. I thought it would fit the occasion. Since we are doing some coloring, so... I feel like it's been a while since I last drew. June, July... August, September. Wow, that's like a few months. Yeah, June, like mid-June, I want to say, or like shortly before mid-June, like June 9th. I think that was the last time. That's when we finished the Korok's drawing. So Now we're doing another Korok, a different Korok this time, which is Hestu. June, July, and August. Yeah, it's like 3 months. 3 months of no art. I feel like the folks who got notifications on Twitch is like, wow, like new followers that has been followed recently. Like, oh, no games tonight? An art stream? That's different. I didn't sign up for this. That's how I feel the folks that are getting notifications are thinking. Ba-da-ba-ba. So this leaf definitely has like a certain pattern to them. It's like it's a nice, fancy, almost 70s sort of look to them. And I describe it as like 70s because the shape of it sort of reminds you of like certain shapes that they used for like homes back in the 70s. This sort of like pointed end and then round sides. It's almost like a naturalness to them, but boom 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bottom. Whoop. Oof, man. Pattern towards the upper part is like so intricate. I gotta really be careful here. Alright. I think now probably do like a light layer. Actually, you know what? So you can get this color to stand out a little more on this end. Oh man, holding this switch is not ideal. Wow, ba-da. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the current compilation is Super Live Fight World 2. I believe it's from Game Chops label. I think to maybe add like a. The more I do these art streams, I feel like I could have a separate audio stream, or like if I want to play like copyrighted music or whatever song I want to play. But then like I think the video archive would be musicless. It would just be an awkward, moments of awkward silence as I try to click. But when it's live, you can actually hear the music. I'm thinking to maybe do that. I'm thinking it for a while though, but I think that way I would have like more selections of music to do, but not sure if I should. Meanwhile, it would just be royalty compilations, Game Chops, for example, Game Chops, and some original stuff that I've done, remixes, covers, whatever. Some originals, I guess. I think I might feel a sneeze coming. Oh boy. Alright, we're back. Wow, 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 wow. Huh. For some reason, the YouTube chat messages are not popping up for the Twitch side. I don't know what Restream has been doing to mess that up. Okay, let's go for a lighter color. It should be more yellowish. Man, I feel like this leaf is like one of the most intricate parts of this this Korok's design. You gotta get the patterns down right. Alright, so this goes up here. Apparently there's like a line towards the center. Whoa. It's like an awkward angle. It's one of those things. My gosh, it's not going straight. Yeah, I could probably use the line tool. Let's see if it works or not. Okay. Alright, that's pretty good. Don't want to overdo it though. Okay. I think the center part would be a little more on the yellow side. Ooh. Not too bright there. It's definitely turning out a little bit better now. It's not much of a mess like how it was before. Still fine-tuning it. Okay. Okay, so there's another layer of like a not so dark green, but like a mid green. So let's see me try this color here. Let's see if this would fit. I think this should be a little bit more yellowish. Down. Okay, I feel like the edge should be a little bit more darker. Probably a little more darker than this part here. Center part of the leaf. Oh, it's not supposed to slide up there. There we go. I feel like I should add a little bit of highlight. Not so much neon green, but just yeah, not so much of this color. So far, this is coming out just fine. Oh. Alright. I feel like I should add some shadows to his body, but kind of want to do that a little after. Let me save that. Man, that one leaf must have taken like a half hour for that. Right. So I think now I'm going to add this broccoli hair. Not sure what color I should go for. Let's try this one here. It actually should be like a little bit more darker, like some of the dark colors that I use for the leaf. Yeah, let's try. Whoa, it's too strong of a color there. So he has like two. He's almost like a bonsai tree, almost. A giant bonsai Korok tree. But there's like two pieces of the broccoli hair that he's got. Yeah, it should be like a darker green. I don't know why I went for like a lighter color. Let's go for more darker green. So far, liking the shading. Doing the right thing, choosing the right colors. Boom, boom, boom. It almost just seems like it's glowing in the background underneath, but also being like dark enough to give it this like depth. So let's continue to do that. Okay, so that's one side. Now I gotta get the other side. The other side's a little bit bigger too, like it spreads out a little more. I feel like the entire, like this entire part should be like a darker color altogether. I'm just gonna fill in the shading here. There we go. Something like that. There we go, saved. Like this side of his broccoli hair sort of has like a, I don't know, it's like a mushroomy shape to it. It's like a flat mushroomy shape. Wow, 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 wow. In a way, it's almost like a cloud, too. Yeah, I feel like even the background color is sort of what his hair, broccoli hair should be. I feel like I should have the little bits of this color, the lighter green, before I add the darker colors. That way it would give it like a sense of texture to it, and not just like a flat color. Let's see if I can add some of this. Some more of... Alright, now it's getting there. Well, I feel like I should probably add more darker colors though. It's hard to blend in. Blend in any more darker colors. See how this one. I might as well just go like black and then some actual black in there. There we go. I may as well just like blend in with the background, but it's okay. Yeah, this just like allows for some more under texture in shadows, under shadows, I guess. Textures and shadows. Wow, 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 wow. I gotta get it to looking like the one on the left here. I don't know how I got it to look like this, but or which colors I chose. Let's try getting this in. There we go. Oh man, can barely see the shape of it because the background just like matches with the rest of the image. I think for the most part is good. Oh yeah, I think once I add the magic effects, the fairy effects, and the sparkles and stuff, I think that's when it's gonna, you know, I can probably distinguish the hair from the background and stuff, so let's try to do that. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of people hopping on in. I bet this VOD is gonna get quite a few views on Trovo. Some more details in. So, just adding my textures to it. I feel like Skyward Sword had some unique textures like you don't see in any other game. But you look closely at some of the models in that game. Some of the textures are so unique. It's like a painting, but in a video game, the form of a video game. It's definitely getting there. Yeah, I think I have like a slight outline to distinguish from the background is a good idea. That's why some art styles would be designed a certain way to distinguish that. Especially when it comes to like vector art. Vector designs would have like nowadays like the kawaii, like for example the kawaii style design, which is pretty abundant if you look on Instagram and stuff, Twitter. But they would do this like a solid line for the outline, and it's like similar to whatever the object is colored, just a little off of hue, and would still match thematically and color-wise, like using color theory and seeing what matches. Sometimes they would be like off color, and then whatever the color they use, they would make sure that it would match and work well as the outline. So using a dark outline for this top part, and then it would gradient into like a lighter color for this bottom part. Like sometimes that would be done in vector art, which is pretty neat. Boom, 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 boom. Adding some streaks. Give it some texture. Digging textures now. I think the streaks definitely give it like a very nice detail to it. Oh, I feel like I should maybe add the lighter undertones. Get some more dark here on this side. It's not really coming out. And I gotta go for the black color. All right, not too much. There we go. All right. Save. I think next up, shadows. Oh boy, shadows. All right, how far are we at? 2.5 hours. All right, I'm gonna step away for a little bit, take a short break. BRB. Alright. So I guess we'll do shadows next. Just a little bit shadows along his body. And I think the last part will be the sparkles around the maracas. See how it looks in the thumbnail. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, this side. There's a little more space on this side. I feel like the maracas should be like maybe pointed outward. Like if this was Photoshop, I would point the this maraca here a little more outward, so that's like, you know, it's filling the page a little more, but it's fine. We'll I mean, I can definitely redo it, but it will take a little bit more time. But I think this is fine. Alright, so for shadows, going with a regular black, bringing the transparency down to a minimal. That's about like, I don't know, 3% or something. We'll test it out, see how it looks. Ooh, I can barely see the mark down here, but oh, there you go. Definitely want some shadow underneath the arm. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, ba-dum. Wait, it shouldn't be too much of a shadow, but let me get a slight, bring the transparency up a little bit. You know, do that. You know, let me see if we can get some tunes. Different tunes here. Okay, yeah, I think that's the right shading here. Yeah, I feel like the shadow, hopefully it's not mistakening the grays in between there. Just gotta line it up correctly. Thick back here should also have some shadows. Darker ones. Now, especially around the branch at the top of his head here, would be very shadowy. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done any Splatoon stuff, but this was the start screen tune that I made for Splatoon 3 demo. Or I guess the global test fire, or whichever they call it. That was pretty fun. I feel like if I ever get into Splatoon, I'll be so hooked on it. But I don't know. Didn't really want it to be a thing, so I think I would probably be all over the Splatfest. I do watch my friend Big compete with his group. They always want me to join, but I just never have a copy of the Splatoon game. Wop, wop, wop. There you go. This would give him like a little more 3D look to him. Oh yeah, Wave Race. Yeah, Wave Race was another title that I was thinking to hop on to for Wednesday. Another great classic. It's my version of the main theme. Congratulations! Ba-da-bum. Boom, bum, ba-da-bum. I need to add that part, the little tune. Doo, dum, da-da-dum. Like that part, as the beat comes back. I sort of rushed with the production of this remix, but I just want to get it exported in time for the start screen. But I kept it like to a minimal. Sort of has like a minimalistic beat. Not too heavy. But it works right, you know. Like that sort of a style. Little breakbeats, like ambience breakbeats, fits it well. Shadows underneath here. And then underneath his nose. Yeah. Ooh, that is Hestu. So like, I need to add some strings in the background there. Maybe some more synths. I don't know. It's like just be a chord that goes like bum bum ba da ba. It's like how the original would have it. Alright, shadows are in. Let's take another look here. Yeah, I feel like I should add like the sparkles. Should be like another like ring around, like a lighter ring around the pattern on the maraca. So I'm gonna see if we can add that. It's like a lighter. Let's go for a lighter color here. So maybe not the top part, but the ones on the sides here. And shade this back in lightly. Okay. Now let's get some pinks, light reds in. This is where we start adding the sprinkles. So I think for the next like 10 to 15 minutes, we'll probably add a lot of these sparkles and stuff. Random sparkles everywhere. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this is as small as the dots will go. Or I should do like different transparencies to give it like a little more depth. It's not really necessary, but feel like I should add like a sort of like a trail so that it goes like this. Makes it look like he's like swinging it. So it's like going that way and stuff. That would be pretty neat, I think. I'll probably think about it. Or even just having the sparkles visible enough to make it look like it's going that way. Maybe we should get some Zelda music in. Ba, 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 ba. Let's do a little lighter. Only some of these would have the trail, so it looks like it's, you know, sort of floating, swinging across. Oh, sleepy music time. Boom, 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 boom. The sparkles. The magic sparkles. Definitely adding more right by the broccoli hair. Of course, there should be. But this part is just like getting all the dots in. I feel like we would probably accidentally make some constellations in the magic sparkles. All right, let's add some more bigger ones. I feel like I should go for like a lighter color or something. Just try to keep it at a certain size. Just add some more over here. Think of it. I feel like I should just like have some bigger ones too, like that. Some spots here and there. Just to give it some depth. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, let's add some more triangular, or I guess the crosses for the sparks. If I can find it. Find the right color for this. I don't know about that. Let's try the line tool. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's gonna be one of those cases where it's just gonna manually draw the crosses, I think. Let's try to go for like a thinner one though. Ooh. Might have to fade it out later. Yeah, something like that. Just go a little brighter. A little bit of that. Let's add another one down here. Whoop. I think having like a white center is pretty important. And then after that, we can just like color the hue around it, whichever color we want the sparkles to be. Just add some over here. We gotta go a little thinner, huh? Nope. Oh boy. Oh boy, let's see. gonna have to fade this out a little bit. Just a tip. Sometimes it just goes a little bit crooked, so you gotta fix it. There we go. A little bit better. Oh man. Man, I feel like the sparkle should be like a little more red. It's not getting notifications. Wow. Alright, let's go over here. Try and fix this crookedness. Oh boy. It's a little dangerous here. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Kind of want it to be a little bit brighter though. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Yeah, deciding like which one to like cross is pretty important because you don't want to get them like too close, or I don't know, just gotta be really smart about it. Yeah, let's get another one over here. Oof. It's the thinnest I can go. There we go. That should do. Trying to sharpen the little spikes is gotta be really delicate with that. Really precise. Alright. Saving that. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like I should add more. I think he has like certain types of like sprinkle patterns, and not just the typical, you know, sparkles like that. But I think he has like, I don't know if it's like circle shapes or like heart shapes or something. But I think this will do just fine. It does have like that emphasis of like magic. All right. Could add some more, maybe some more reds because he's using the red maracas. Let's try this color. Let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, there we go. Like something like this, but like a little lighter. Yeah, something like this. This will do the trick, I think. Yeah. Just gotta go a little lighter though. Not sure if this is like noticeable on stream, but slightly a little redder, which makes it look nice. Definitely matches the maracas for sure. Yep. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, that needs to be a little bit lighter. There we go. Oh man. Yeah, now it's looking a little more magical for sure. Yeah, I think adding like maybe I'll add it over the spark here. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Probably should have done this a little sooner before adding the white parts for the shines. All right, there we go. Got some reds, got some greens. I feel like I would have to add some grass where his feet is at, or even shadows. There we go. We gotta save. We're now about 3 hours in. I feel like I gotta. I don't know. I kind of want to add more shadows underneath. Let's see what we can do here. This guy's a pretty big fella, so the shadow is gonna be pretty big size. Sure, this is the right shape. I think I'll add like a little bit of shadow, but not too much. Yeah, I think like a little oval shape like that would be fine. I gotta fix this part though. Oh boy. I guess I'll use this color shade for now. I wonder if they've ever come out with a Hestu or Hestu amiibo. I feel like he would be, because they came out with a Moblin, right? A Moblin amiibo for either Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but I don't remember if they've had a Hestu one. Because I feel like he would make the perfect amiibo. Alright, some more shadows. Maybe I'll do maybe one more star. Whoop. Let's do one like somewhere over here. Oh, oh man. Such a crooked line. Okay, there you go. Alright, extend it this one a little bit. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not sure if I want to add any more. That sort of rhymed. Could probably do like smaller sort of sparkles, but let me see. Yeah, I think like one over here or something. Tiny one. There we go, something like that. I'm about to fade it out though. Alright, I think now it's time I should add my signature, probably somewhere in the corner here. Save that first. Oh my gosh, it's a very dark, very heavy black there. Oh. I also had the year. I almost thought it was the year 2024 already. We're still in 23. Man, seeing a couple of games got delayed till 2024. Alan Wake 2, for example, and the new Killer Clowns game, which I was really looking forward to playing this year, but apparently when I checked the Steam page, it's slated for 2024, so kind of disappointed about that, but I was really looking forward to it. But at least, you know, it gives them enough time to make a better game. The best they can be before it releases. But we got like so many spooky games coming out this season anyway. And Texas Chainsaw seems to be doing pretty well. Million sales. Super Mario Brothers Wonders coming out that same month too. October. So that one I'm looking forward to. Such an odd month to release this Super Mario Brothers game, but who knows? I'm sure it will do just fine. Especially just before the holidays too. I feel like it's a great time to pick it up along with the Switch. If anything, I feel like they should bundle that game for the holidays and not well, I guess people are still buying Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so makes sense business-wise, I guess. Then there's also the Tears of the Kingdom bundle, so that's going to be also selling. 23. Holy moly. Alright. This is what we got. Mr. Hestu. Oh. Save. Oof. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so there's a new drawing for the month of September. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these. Last one being the one in June, which were a group of Koroks, little Koroks. And now we're back in September with a new one, Hestu the Korok. So here we are. Yeah, I might want to get to rendering out the time lapse for the previous drawing. Then that way I can get to working on this one. So, all right. So I think that's it for tonight. Just about hitting 1 a.m. Going to the Nokia at night now. I would go for a little longer, but you know, it's just around that time, and then it's also pretty warm today, and I kind of want to turn on the AC again. So, but yeah, I think this is a good session. I could come back to doing some art again next Wednesday, but I'll have to see. Tomorrow it won't be Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It could be another throwback to a different game. I'll have to figure out what that game is going to be. And then Friday will be back to Ocarina of Time on the Switch. And even some more Zelda to the Kingdom for the weekend. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. I think that's it. Thanks all for hanging out, chilling. And take off for now. Have yourselves a wonderful night and or day. And I'll see you next one. Later.
See you next time!